Another story that broke this week, the 2020 word of the year, shocking no one, is pandemic, according to both Merriam-Webster and dictionary.com. The word choice is obvious, but fitting in a year in which CNN reported that the internet searches for the word pandemic jumped 115,806% on March 11th, as compared to searches on the same day in 2019.
Now, that must have been a lot more than the first time we had a pandemic all the way back in the 1900s, right?
The Google searches for that,
yes.
I would assume so.
Obviously, you didn't do it on a computer. You went to Mr. Google.
The town answerer. According to Merriam-Webster, other words which define 2020 included defund, malarkey, schadenfreude, quarantine, and Mamba, which surged in searches following the death of the late Kobe Bryant, which was this year, because that, I just need to be reminded of that every so often, because this year has been both endless and 20 minutes long. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little, I'm not trying to like dunk on Merriam-Webster,
but you are.
It's a little obvious. That's all I'm saying. I think they do base it on like what's searched in searches every year. I'm just gonna, what would your word of the year? You can have a minute if you need it. I think mine is just sort of an anguished scream.
just an A-G-H-H-H-H-H-H.
That's the one, sort of a Charlie Brown style og.
Personally, for mine, from commercials to people using it, it's going to be the phrase, both words, unprecedented times. That one got burned out pretty fast for me. Between
the presidency, the election, the pandemic, I could never hear the word unprecedented. I never want to live through anything unprecedented again. I want
let all of our times be precedented.
So much precedent. Give me that precedent. I will say, I feel like dictionary.com understandably was like a little hipper, a little funkier with some of their like down list choices. I believe Karen was in there. Doom scrolling, which I think might unfortunately be my word of the year. I feel like I've done a lot of doom scrolling.
I would like to go to 2019 ourselves and give ourselves the list of these words and say,
oh my God,
what do you think is going to happen in 2020? Because personally, I'm going to be like, all right, so there's a mother named Karen who obviously beat Doom in record time.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna like put it in the universe. Like maybe 2020's word of the year can be like hyphenated, like puppy kisses. Just like everybody has a good time. Crowded bar is the 2021 word of the year. These are all things I'm just trying to speak into existence.
You know, very much like the Tonys, where you have that one show that you just know is going to sweep everything. Yeah. It kind of makes sense why pandemic is there.
Yeah.
And hopefully it won't be for a very, 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 very long time.
I mean, my God, if there's another pandemic, they can't make it the word of the year again.
Oh God.
At least, I don't know. You can't. You gotta get creative, Merriam.
Again, Merriam-Webster, we know you're watching. Don't do it.
Big fans of the show. Thank you for tuning in here for all that hot baby Yoda goss that we will be dropping shortly. Don't worry, we got you. Yeah. I like that Schadenfreude is on there.
Which is great, because I literally I haven't heard that word since Avenue Q in high school when I got obsessed with that song, personally.
I think it trended after Trump got COVID. Honestly, I think was what they were saying. Malarkey's good. A lot of. What a terrible year.
2020. You're gonna be gone, but we won't miss you.
2020. What do you think the word of the year should be? Go ahead and drop us a comment. If you come up with a good one, we will be discussing it on We Got Your Mail. So make sure you drop all those thoughts, all those feelings, whatever anguished screams you feel like. It was summed up your year. Kobe was this year.
I don't know if we have time for a personal story, but I remember that day happening.
We don't. Thank.
Cool.
No, go ahead.
No, I was at a restaurant. I was picking up some takeout, and a guy burst in the door and said, "Kobe's dead!" And it's LA, so I was just like, "All right, it's some guy just doing his thing." Opened up Twitter, and holy shit! I look up, and everyone else is on their phone, and everyone's making eye contact, not saying anything. And that happened this year.
Honestly, I feel like it is, I forget who, some comedian does a really funny bit about how surreal is like a way overused word. I think surreal could be an accurate word for this year. I think
the actual time it's definitively accurate.
Yeah. Because I think for me it was like early March, looking up and like in a sports bar and seeing like NBA canceled, and like looking at the waitress just like, we should not be here right now. Surreal, pandemic, schadenfreude. Let us know what you think.
If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel and please drop a like on this video. It really does help us. Also, don't forget you can turn on notifications so you don't miss a single review, react, why is that trending, or We Got Your Mail.